The Canadian version of the Missmade flag. And now for the setup for the Canadian version of the Missmade flag. First of all, buy one of these silly hats, which you can put on your head. That should be available on your table. I use a genie tube. I've decorated the genie tube with maple leaves and that. And one side, you take the unfinished version of the Canadian flag and you stuff it inside of one side of the genie tube. And that's on your table. I have a black cloth, and underneath the black cloth I have a red and a white and a red silk hanging out. And that way, when you pull them off the table, you don't dislodge a prop. They're underneath. I also can use a silk holder if I'm using a Joe Leffler table. A mouth organ is required. A small hockey stick with Canada written on it is required. A magic wand. A t-shirt. I had the red ensign, the early Canadian flag, put on the t-shirt. And it's part of the story. A Harry Potter hat in one side has a reversed maple leaf flag in it, and the dividing part, as you can see, you can show it empty. And then I have a triple change bag. In the far side of the change bag, I have a string of flags attached with Velcro. And in this side of the change bag, I have the real Canadian flag. So a vacant child can put his hand in there. So that's placed on your table first. Kind of flatten it out a bit. And then the Harry Potter hat on top. So the order is going to be the tube, the Harry Potter hat, and then the toque, or as I call it, the change bag. So those are the props that you require for the Canadian version of the Missmade. What country has the best hockey team in the world? Canada! Hooray, Canada! And to honor our Olympic gold hockey team and our junior world champions, I'm going to make a Canadian flag using 3 colored hankies and a tube from Taiwan. Yes, 3 colored hankies and a tube from Taiwan. First of all, we'll take a red hanky and place it into the tube from Taiwan. And then a white hanky, and also place it in a tube from Taiwan. And then a red hanky, we also place it in the tube from Taiwan. We need a magic word. Whoop, it won't work. Has to be tucked all the way in. Oh, that's enough. And the magic has happened. Say the magic word. We are Canadian. We are Canadian. The handkerchief has disappeared. But when we wave the magic wand over the tube, it will magically change into a Canadian flag. A miracle. Da-da-da-da-da. Something's missing. I know. There's no maple leaf because I didn't play the whole of O Canada. Oh, no. You know, boys and girls, before we had the Canadian flag, we had a flag called the Red Ensign, which is this flag on the side here. It was really a British merchant marine flag, and later it was really used by the Canadians. And of course, British merchant marines were British. This is the t-shirt I had made when I was a kid. I was kind of a chunky kid, wasn't I? Get rid of that. But Harry Potter might be able to help us because he's British. You see, and I happen to have the Harry Potter hat. And do I have someone from the audience to help me? Here's a Harry Potter hat. Would you put your hand inside the Harry Potter hat? Oh, you feel the potty in there? No, you don't feel the potty. It's a Harry Potter hat. And we'll put that hat in your head, but before we do, we'll take our Missmade Canadian flag here. You can see it's totally Missmade with no maple leaf. And we'll stuff it inside the Harry Potter hat. And I want you to wear the hat on your head. Oh, just a minute. It's a sorting hat. I can hear it. It's telling. Can you hear that sorting hat? What? Yeah, it says, play all of God Save the Queen. Okay, here we go. magic words, "We are Canadian." And would you pull the flag out? And here we have a beautiful Canadian flag. What can I say? A beautiful Canadian... Uh-oh. What's wrong with the flag? I know, the maple leaf should be red. What does Harry Potter know? We need something, boys and girls, that is truly Canadian. What's truly Canadian? What sport is truly Canadian? Hockey! Yay for hockey! Here's a miniature hockey stick. It says Canada right on the edge here. And we'll take our Missmade flag. When I was a child, I always wore a toque. And when I went to the States, my American friends always made fun of my toque. They would turn the toque inside out there. So I made it into a bag. Now, they don't make fun of me anymore since we've won the gold medal. But you can see my empty toque. I used to wear it on my head like a hat. Everybody would laugh at me. I don't know why. It doesn't look that funny, does it? And we will take our maple leaf flag with a white maple leaf, and we will stuff it into the bag. And this time we won't use a magic wand. We'll wave the hockey stick over it. Everybody shout out, "We are Canadian." We are Canadian! And inside we have... I think we're going to need... Oh, here we are, wave it around. Our home in native land, true patriot love, in all our sons' command. With glowing hearts we freely rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. And I have everyone in the audience stand up. The boy is holding the flag, and the boy is holding the flag, and then he walks across the room, stretched right across the stage with all the flags. I hope you like my Canadian Missmade flag. Thank you. With regards to the props, the flags are fairly expensive, around $150. They're beautiful silk and they're very large. And believe it or not, the only company that makes them is the Quebec Magic Company, Spectrum Magic. You'd have to get in touch with any magic company in Quebec, and they could give you a lead on to where to get the silks. It's been a while since I've had them, but they keep really well. They're a very high quality silk. These props are dollar store props here. I think I paid $5 or $6 for that, and maybe $2 for the little thing. So if you have a couple of helpers up, you can have them wearing these funny hats, and it's really funny. Now the tube was a genie tube painted with blue, with a Buddha on it or something, and it didn't really fit the trick. So I covered it with a red shiny paper. I put a Canadian flag on one side, a couple of them, and a red enzyme on the other side there. And the t-shirt, I simply got a red enzyme from the encyclopedia, had it enlarged in a color copier, and then pressed it onto a t-shirt. Kind of a big t-shirt for a little kid. That gives you the joke there. The Harry Potter hat is available from any magic company, has it pretty well with the extra division in it. The change bag is a Viking Henshin change bag. It's a triple change bag. It enables you to store those extra flags. The flags aren't that expensive. The strings, I've tied 3 strings of flags together. And if you time it correctly, you can pull them all out, and the child walks right across the stage, and it is quite impressive. And of course, you don't have to use the mouth organ. You can use tape music. The small hockey stick, of course, is from any sports store. Will give you a small hockey stick. So I hope you enjoyed my version of the Missmade Canadian flag, a very rarely seen